Hello? Hello? Am I on mute? Have I got my camera on? Are you on mute? Your camera on? I can't see anything. What do you mean take my glasses off? Can't take my glasses off. Take the glasses off. Oh, right, okay. Ah, that's better. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me. It's not our usual place. I'm up at the warehouse. Normally, we'd be in a hotel somewhere with all our friends and family, acknowledging the hard work of the food bank. But we can't do that this year. But I want to acknowledge the hard work that's gone in to all the last year of the food bank. So I thought I'd come up here and sneak into the warehouse when no one was watching and just to make this quick video. So as I'm on my own, that's better. Face coverings, the latest fashion accessory, available from all good stores. Anyway, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. And the whole purpose of tonight is to say a huge thank you. I hope by now, each and every one of you had your Christmas card. And in your Christmas card, it said that tonight we would normally be gathering, as I said, to join with one another, to acknowledge the hard work that goes in by all the volunteers and the staff to make the food bank work, to make it tick, to make it run. Tonight we can't gather, we're not allowed to, but that doesn't mean that we still can't acknowledge one another and say thank you. So I'm here tonight on behalf of the management group to say a huge thank you. Thank you to the staff, and by that I mean Adrian, I mean Linda, I mean Stuart, I mean Joe, because they're the ones that day to day keep this project running. And by gum, over the last 12 months, it's taken a bit of running. I also want to thank the management group, because behind the scenes, they're the ones that are helping the staff to keep the project running, directing it, guiding it, shaping it as we've moved through some really, really unusual times. But most of all, I want to thank you, the volunteers, because this year we have seen what we already knew, which is just how great you are. The volunteers are the lifeblood of this organisation, of this family. You are the brothers and sisters that come together to make this work. And this year you have faced some massive challenges. For some of you, the biggest challenge has been having to stay away. When you wanted to come up and meet one another and you've had to stay at home and you want to be here helping, you can see the work that's needed to be done and you can't be involved. Well, thank you. Because by you staying away, you're staying safe. And that means that we can actually rest knowing that our volunteers are safe. Because that's what we want. We want safe staff, safe volunteers, safe clients. So I've got to say thank you. For the volunteers who have come in, another thank you. Because for some of them, it's meant coming into a different location. Some of you have gone off to Lilyhall and packed kids' packs. Some of you have come to the warehouse and done extra shifts up here. Some of you may have been out delivering. Well, thank you for all you've done. Some have done extra shifts. And I know for many of you, you've had to split the groups up into smaller numbers for social distancing. And that's not easy either. You've changed the times at which you volunteer. And I know that change isn't easy. But hey, I appreciate that as well. And we all appreciate the effort that's gone in. I also want to thank the external people that have helped us. Many people who aren't regular volunteers have done their bit. We've seen organisations donate vans and drivers. We've seen many organisations donate food. Some of the supermarkets have given us quite bulky donations of food just to get us through. Some of the councils have given us money to enable us to do more work. So to them, I want to say thank you. To our partner organisations, people like the CAB, thank you for carrying on doing the work that you do to make sure that our clients get the best advice that they possibly can. I know it's all been strange working with iPhones and technology. Who thought 12 months ago that the latest word in the dictionary would be Zoom? I certainly didn't. I'm used to zoo, but who put the M on the end? Well, one day I'll find out. And that's probably not the biggest question I've got to deal with right now. But Zoom is part of our lives now. All technology has become part, and for some people that's been a big challenge as well. Only being able to see people on a camera screen rather than actually see people face to face. Not being able to give someone a hug when you can tell that they're desperate and you just can't go within that 2 metre zone. Who would have thought that bubbles weren't these strange small spheres that children blow out of rings across the sky? But we all now have our bubbles to contend with. All of these phrases are coming into our language. And once again, the Food Bank family step up, meet the challenge head on, and carry on doing what you do so well, which is ensuring that the people of Allerdale and North Copeland who are in crisis receive their food and their compassion. And that's what it's all about. So to those that pack in the warehouse, to those that go into the centres, to those that date and sort the food, thank you. To those that drive the vans, I know, particularly over the last few weeks, those roads have been awful. But thank you for being so careful and looking after yourselves. To the people who go around and collect the food, thank you. To the people who give the food, thank you. To people who couldn't get out to give food and have given some money, thank you. I know I keep repeating the word, but I don't feel I can say it enough this year because you guys are fantastic. And each and every one of you deserves a round of applause. However, I can't come and give each one of you a round of applause, but what I can do is I can give each one of you a biscuit. Now, I was told never talk with your mouth full, and I'm never quite sure why. Because I don't see what the problem is. I think people can understand you just as well when you've got a mouthful of biscuit as they can when you haven't. I don't see the problem. Anyway, I don't just want to thank you with a biscuit. Hot chocolate. I mean, who doesn't like hot chocolate? Okay, I know some people are allergic to chocolate, and I'm apologise for that. But if I'm one of the 99% of people who aren't allergic to chocolate, there's nothing better on a cold winter's day than a really nice warm cup of hot chocolate. So what better to make your cup of hot chocolate than in your food bank mug? And these lovely mugs are available from all good food bank department stores and warehouses, and I think they were free actually. So here's some water that I brought with me earlier, because obviously I'm being COVID safe, to make my hot chocolate. Lovely. And if Blue Peter are watching, I'm available. Please get in touch via info@thenorthlakesfoodbank.org.uk. Because normally we'd actually be in a nice warm hotel. Tonight for you guys, I'm in a freezing cold warehouse, but I am on my own. So I'm going to warm up with my hot chocolate. Now, yeah, okay, right, so. But more important than the hot chocolate is the candle. We thought it was really important to have a symbol of light, because there is a lot of darkness around at the moment. And I don't just mean the physical darkness of the long January nights, although for a lot of people this is a very sad time of year when there's not much daylight. But I also mean a sort of a darkness in terms of the fact that people can't see a way out. People are running out of hope. We're running out of energy. We're all fatigued. COVID fatigue is setting in across the nation, apart from in the food bank volunteers. So tonight, we're going to light our candle, and I'll let you into a secret. I haven't done a risk assessment. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's between you and me. I think we'll be okay. Oh. Keep naked flames away from children and animals. Thank you. So we light our food bank candle because that gives light. Light is a sign of hope. And we know that food bank brings hope. Even in normal times, the food bank brings hope to so many people. When they come through the doors of the centres and they see the smile and they sit down and they have the chat with the volunteers, and they receive that food, for a lot of people, you see an immediate transformation in their mood. They come in very down, very desolate, hopeless. But when they leave, they see that compassion, that love, and that hope that we as a food bank demonstrate to those people. And that only comes because of our volunteers and our staff. Without them, there is no hope, love, and compassion. So that's why this candle is a reflection, and it just gives us a few moments to just think about our clients, the situations they're in, to be thankful for our own situations. Maybe tonight we also remember those that we know affected by COVID. Somebody said to me this week, it's no longer about numbers, it's now about names. We all now know people, individuals close to us who are affected by COVID. So we can take time as we look at our candle to remember them, to reflect on them, but also to think about one another. Those volunteers that you may not have seen all last year because they can't come in or they're doing a different shift. We think about our clients and we hope and pray that they are in a better place because of the food bank. We reflect on the staff and thank them for all the hard work that they do. We think about the donors and how they give so generously. We think about the organisations who offer that support to the clients to try and lift them, to try and sort out their problems, their issues, and put them back on an even keel. So tonight we don't need to all be together, because wherever we are together. We are together as one family, as one organisation. It doesn't matter whether you work at Wigton, whether you're at Maryport or Workington, whether you're in Whitehaven and Egremont, in Cockermouth, whether you mainly go to Lilyhall, whether you're at the warehouse, whether you're driving the van, whether you're collecting food, whether you're holding food in one of the other little centres. It doesn't matter. You're all part of the family. And we as a family, we look out for one another. We're just like, one big family. And we want to be a happy family. But we want to be a safe family. So tonight, let's focus on staying safe. And one way I thought we could do that is I tried to get hold of Timmy our tinner tuner, because again, part of the work of the food bank now is about reaching out to schools. Stuart's doing a great job of getting into the schools when he could. He's now doing some brilliant videos. If you want to see them, just get on the YouTube channel and have a look. And Stuart takes Timmy with him. And part of that is saying to these families, don't be ashamed. If you're having a tough time, then come and talk to us. And it's not just, thanks to the councils, it's not just the primary schools anymore. We're doing the secondary schools as well. And that's another huge thank you, because for so many people, that's meant extra packing, extra deliveries of food, extra collections of food. Stores have given more food. Councils have given us money. Other places have given us money so that we can extend the school scheme to every family, whether it be primary age or secondary age, who are in need. Yeah, I know it's quite trendy at the moment, but we don't care about trendy. We care about people. And that's what our heart is to make sure that every family in this area gets that boost, gets that extra help when they're most down. So I thought, if I can't have Timmy, who can I have? And along came Tina. Tina, the 2-metre tall twig, batten, tailored piece of wood. But Tina's here to remind me that even I am not quite 2 metres tall. So when people say to me, well, Andrew, how far apart do we need to be? I need to remind them, think about Tina, because she's probably better looking than I am. All right, thank you very much. So Tina's here to say 2 metres. We've got to double our efforts at the moment. We've got to make sure that we stay safe. And if that means thinking about Tina and the 2 metres, if it means popping on the face covering when we're in the centres, If it means washing the hands, getting the hand sanitizer, hand cream, making sure that what we touch is safe, and that when we've touched things that we are safe, then let's not forget that. I know we've heard it so many times in the last 12 months about stay safe, but this is real now. This is a virus in West Cumbria. This is something that's right on our doorstep. And therefore, we've got to think about one another. We've got to show our love, not just to our clients, but to the rest of our family, to our fellow volunteers, to our staff. So when we're touching things, we've got to make sure our hands are clean. We've got to make sure we cover our faces to protect us and the people around us. We've got to keep our distance. I know it's difficult, but it's really important, because if we all do that and we show an example to those coming to the centres that we're doing that, then we reflect that light back to them and we say to them, this is the way we want you to be, because we're doing this. So let's remember that as we move forward into 2021. It is going to be an unusual year. It's still going to take a while before the vaccine's rolled out. It may not even be this year, but we will get there, and we will get there together. Because whatever we do it together. We do it as one organisation. We do it as one group of people, as a family. We look out for one another. And that's what's going to be important this year, is looking out for one another, looking out for your fellow volunteers, making sure everyone's okay, thinking about their mental health as well as their physical health. If someone looks a bit down, a happy smile and a "how are you?" doesn't go amiss. We're here for the volunteers, not just the clients. And it's important that the volunteers look out for one another. And the staff, don't forget the staff. They have a tough job to do. They've got to look after you guys. And as they used to say on Heart to Heart, that ain't easy. Look out for them. A thank you and a smile. It says so much. So I'm going to stop rabbling on, because you're all sat there and your hot chocolates are going cold. And probably by now your biscuits are going soggy as well. So I'm going to say one more time, thank you for all you do. Keep doing what you do, because together we will get through this, and together we will continue to help those people most in crisis in our area. God bless you. Tina, will you stop lying down across the aisle in the warehouse? Come on, you've got work to do. Is that really what 2 metres looks like? It's wider than the aisle in the warehouse. My goodness me, I never thought it was like that. Tina, you're lying down again, aren't you? Now, come on. We might have to load the van if we're up here this long. Come on, let's get out of here. What are you doing, Tina? What do you mean you're taller than that big hippo on the wall? What do you mean you don't know why there's a hippo on the wall? What do you mean those crates are higher than the hippo on the wall? Now, come on, Tina. Stop being naughty. Is it time to go now, Tina? I know. I have to duck too to get through the door sometimes. Mind your head, or else you lose your hair.